All right, so starting off my little 30-second routine here. This was actually news to me, and I was not prepared. I knew that there was a finals routine, but should have done my homework a little better, I guess, and knew that in prejudging there was a 30-second routine beforehand, but kind of just practiced this backstage before I went on, and went out there and just kind of did an abbreviated version of what my finals posing would have been. And just kind of hit some of my better poses. And here doing a rear double bicep and a little most muscular, and heading on backstage. Guys, we're here at Heavy's Burgers in Charleston. Just finished up prejudging. Had a wonderful time at prejudging. I don't know how it went. I don't know if I'm in the top 5. I was not in the first call out, but there was over 25, I believe, total in Class D. Some really, really great competitors out there. I had a great time regardless. But I'm here about to have some freaking red meat for the first time in over 6 weeks. I got a burger with bacon, cheese, avocado, 2 patties. I believe there is some onions on there as well, some sweet potato fries. But yeah, having a blast. I'm ready to eat this. Very excited. And I'll catch you guys when I get back to the room. All right, so we just got done with finals. My dream has come true. Got my pizza from Domino's, my stuffed crust. We got the meats. We got, let's see, we added pineapple and mushrooms, as well as extra cheese, extra sauce. And without further ado, I'm not going into any more detail. I am devouring this pizza. This is my pizza. It's going down. So.
Yeah, let's do it. Here we go. Let's do it. Here we go. Let's do it. Doggy, fire, hey, 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 hey. Let's do it. Hey, hey. Let's do it. Hey, hey. All right. Okay.
All right, it is Sunday. Let's see here. What's the date? The 15th. We are 2 weeks and a day since the show ended. I just got done hitting chest and core. And let's see what our weight is this morning / lunchtime. Here we go. All right. So I've had one meal today. That was breakfast. I had 8 pieces of my egg white French toast, keto toast with banana. And I've had probably, I don't know, maybe a quart of water. And about to have meal number 2. We got 10 egg whites and 5 whole eggs. Or 4 whole eggs, excuse me. Gonna have some coconut jasmine with it. And yeah, basically just gonna be giving you a recap in this video. Right, so as I was saying, yeah, just finished prepping my meal here. Got the eggs, the jasmine, the ginger ale, sugar-free barbecue sauce. I'm actually gonna put the sugar-free barbecue sauce on the egg whites. Sounds disgusting, I'm sure, to a lot of you. Try it. And I almost forgot to mention scoop of whey protein. Get some quick acting protein after my workout. And if I'm still a little hungry, I'll show you guys what I've been snacking on since the show as my little dessert here. So these legendary products, like the donuts, I actually prefer the cinnamon the best. And they also make some Pop-Tarts that are pretty good. 22 grams of protein, gram of sugar. And I believe they're 180 calories, maybe 200. But overall, the macros are awesome. Comparatively speaking, right here is a Fit Crunch bar, 190 calories, 16 grams of protein. So, beats the Fit Crunch bar, not knocking the Fit Crunch bar. Those are good, they're delicious. And then you've got the Metrics bars, which absolutely destroys the Metrics bars. These are basically just candy bars with a scoop of protein added to it. But look, just one of them, 390 calories. And then sugar, 29 grams. This is a protein candy bar. So if you're trying to stay in shape, unless you're trying to put on weight, stay the hell away from those. They're good. You can use them as a meal replacement. No one does. No one eats one of those and then waits 4 hours or 3 hours, however long you go between meals, and doesn't eat again. People eat those as snacks. So that's my 2 cents on that. You can get something with less than half the calories and a little over 2/3 of the protein. Let's see, and a 15th of the sugar. Seems like a no-brainer. But yeah, back to the show. Had a freaking awesome time in Charleston. Did not come away with a pro card, but overall had a wonderful, wonderful time. It was a great learning experience. Very humbling experience. I will say everyone at that show would absolutely annihilate anybody that I've seen at a regional show so far as of yet. So, yeah, just major, major difference in the competition there. A lot of guys there giving it everything they got, bringing a lot to the table, taking it very seriously, obviously. And, yeah, I got a lot of improvement left to do. And my plan as of right now, I weighed in at 227, which is lighter than I ever thought I would get down to. And the weight cap for me is 239. So on paper, I've got 12 pounds of lean muscle tissue to grow, which is a shit ton. 12 pounds walking around weight, that's nothing. 12 pounds of real lean muscle tissue, that's years and years and years and years of work. So I've got a lot of room to grow. I've not even tapped into my potential yet. So I plan on taking this next year and using it as a growing year. I've competed 3 times in the last 13 months. So it's almost impossible to grow whenever you're competing every 4 months, because you're essentially going up and down, up and down, up and down. And whenever you're going down, you're essentially just trying to retain as much muscle as possible, and which is really hard to do in a calorie deficit, let alone put on muscle. It's almost impossible. It's not impossible, but it's almost impossible to put on muscle when you're in a calorie deficit. So if I can be in a calorie surplus for a full year, I can put on a good bit of size and hopefully come to my next show, be a couple pounds heavier, have a little bit more density, more muscle tissue, and just come in with a better overall package. Because, yeah, I definitely need to add some more lower body size. I've made great strides in that as of this last year, but I still have a lot to go. So, yeah, I'm more motivated than ever. I just wanted to kind of take a break from things. That's why I didn't... that's why I'm 2 weeks behind on uploading this video. But, yeah, like I said, nothing's changed. Just got to work harder. It's a marathon, not a race, and more motivated than ever. I was back in the gym hitting chest less than 24 hours after finals ended. So it's great to be eating again. I feel so much better. Workouts are going great. I'm still eating really healthy foods, 80 to 90% of the time. You'll see the cheat meals I had the day of the show, but that was pretty much just 24 hours aside from the carb up. But that wasn't even really the foods I wanted. I wanted pizza, sushi, whatever. But I had to eat those shitty foods the day before the carb up. But that was the only real splurge I went in on, was 24 hours after the show. Since then, I've kept it pretty PG. I've had a few cheat meals here and there. I've had some, sushi and whatnot, but nothing crazy. I haven't went and ate fucking ice cream or donuts or anything like that. Well, unless you want to count Halo Top, but Halo Top, the whole pint is only 300 calories. So the only thing that's really changed in my diet is I've added back in stuff that isn't whole foods, like for example, the protein snacks, the Halo Top ice cream, I'll have some, sauce and stuff, some sugar-free sauce, that is. But, yeah, and then just obviously the quantity has went up. I will say my weight shot up like a rocket after the show because of all the water I was holding, but it's slowly coming back down. But, yeah, just a day after the show, I was already back up 246 pounds. So since then, obviously, you just saw me. I've already eaten once today, and I'm still 238. But that's just that's called the rebound effect. That's why, if you want to splurge, do it for 24 hours after the show. Don't do it for 2 damn weeks after the show because you're going to end up gaining 40 damn pounds. Your body's going to rebound and retain everything and go back to what it was before and then some. Because you've been starving for weeks and months. So whenever your body gets those macros, it's going to be like, holy shit, we don't need to go back to that state again. Let's make sure that never happens again. And it's just going to suck up everything like a sponge. So you got to make sure that you get back on track pretty soon after the show. And, yeah, right now just slowly ramping my metabolism back up to where I can handle those calories without storing everything. And about every 2 weeks, I'm kind of adding, a couple hundred calories here, a couple hundred calories there. So before you know it, I'll be back up to 6,000 calories a day and hopefully surpassing 260 again here pretty soon, the next couple months, and putting on some size. But that's all I got for you right now. Till then, I'm just going to show you some clips from the show. The audio, of course, I'm going to have to talk over because it will copyright me. But, yeah, just a freaking awesome experience and more motivated than ever. We're going to keep getting after it.